Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna walk.
Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third and long, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch 36.
Operating from the gun. Love looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Henry.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this.
From the gun, Love. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Allen. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Love escaping the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Love. He sets to fire deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the ground is Michel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. 4 down. Alert. Go. Let blow. 52
Throwing again. Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
On 1st and 10, Love. Buying time to his left.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, D.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Watch right, second.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
51. 51 to Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that shot deep.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Grant. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Allen. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike, 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. You go tight. You got tight.
Alert!
You got tight right there.
Off 52.
Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Breida, he'll try to right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Delta, Delta.
Operating from the gun. Love. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Back to throw. Love looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. Down right around the 25. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is caught. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
53, check 53. Get in the weight room. Alert. Check 37.
Allen off the play fake. He's airing it out for Williams. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Target. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 25. Regular.
On 3rd down, Michelle might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their deep blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Love sliding out of the pocket. It's caught here by Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now it's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Dolphins' 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. And read. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Ready, go.
On second down now, it's Grant. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
It's fourth down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They run for it with Breida, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sony Michel, 87 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Dolphins 36, Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And now look at him go. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. What's the run? They're running it.
56, 56.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
He's coming.
Alert!
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
This is Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check Mike. Hurry.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's get it.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Mike. 53. Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. What's that?
And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the